Hey everyone, Kathy the Vegan Prepper here, and today we are making chocolate cherry popsicles. And if that was not enough, you might end up with some free protein powder. Stick around, let's get into it. Vegan prepper. Vegan prepper. All right, it is popsicle time. It's a very simple recipe. I've packed some greens into the blender, and then we've got probably at least a cup to a cup and a half of frozen cherries and like 3 bananas worth of frozen bananas, some of the Earth Chimp chocolate protein shake mix. And then I am going to add a little bit of coconut milk, but this is definitely not required. This is just because it was left over in my fridge from another recipe and I need to use it up. But this definitely does help give kind of a creamsicle texture to your popsicles. But of course it does add a ton of fat. So if that's not what you want, then just leave it out and they still taste really good. And then we're just going to use water as the main liquid for getting these things into a blended state, which we will then put into our popsicle molds. So it could not be simpler. Yeah, we're gonna start the blender and it's gonna be pretty loud. That's horrible. Seriously bad. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Is it super good? Do you want to make it into popsicles? Okay. All right, so this is actually kind of extra sweet. It's definitely more sweet than I typically make a smoothie. It's like a ton of cherries, a ton, oopsie, that was a bit extra, a ton of bananas. And that's on purpose because you want the popsicles to be sweet, obviously, or else they're not really popsicles. But whatever is left over, I will probably dilute with a few extra greens and then we will drink it. I need more than one popsicle maker apparently. But now we just need to put the sticks in and then we can make ourselves some yummy smoothie.
Which one's going?
You can do whichever one you want. Okay? Go ahead, do whichever one you want. That one's pretty full, but I mean, go ahead. It'll make a little, when it goes in there, it'll squish out. Ah! Okay, that was a little too deep. But now you get to lick your fingers. So it's basically a win, huh? So don't do it so hard. Okay, don't do it quite so hard. Here, let me show you. You just put it in, and boom, like that.
Yeah. I will try.
Oh, you just put the handle in. Okay. Cut! Okay, I definitely overfilled these, but I am not complaining. Let's get these in the freezer, and in a little while, we'll try them out for you. All right, now while my messy popsicles are freezing, let's talk a little bit more about why I love this protein powder. If you missed my first video discussing all of the reasons I just love it so much, I will link that down below. It also has my standard smoothie recipe in it, the one that I drink pretty much after every workout and that I love so much almost every single time I have a smoothie. Today I made a different thing, like I said, or obviously because I was making popsicles out of it. I wanted it extra sweet. Frozen cherries make some of the sweetest things. Add the bananas in and that protein powder. I mean, really, I can't even express to you guys how much that thing tastes like a chocolate milkshake. It is delicious. Oh yeah, and I'm like, it's too sweet. I'm gonna dilute it with extra greens and stuff. Lies, I'm having a milkshake for lunch. Do not judge me. But that is another reason I really love it. And I'm finding too, I mentioned in the first video that I have issues with my stomach. And so I will mention one more time. These contain already probiotics and digestive enzymes, and these are fully vegan. They're plant-based. They have extremely good natural ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen right here. Actually, let me just do the whole thing like I did before in the last video. For any of you who haven't looked yet, there is the full label, and you can pause at any point and, you know, stare at all that information as much as you want to glean whatever you need to glean. But it has probiotics and digestive enzymes. And I don't know if it's also maybe a little bit more natural than the protein powder I was using previously, which I don't have anything negative to say about that one, except for the fact that sometimes it would upset my stomach, like after a workout, or I am discovering in the heat. So again, the longer I use this, the more I'm finding like, oh yeah, it's good for that too. And so for instance, on a super hot day like today, we were out this morning, there's an orthodontic appointment, and I went grocery shopping at 2 stores. We came home. We were kind of a little later than I was planning on being. And so sometimes if I'm out and I just get overheated, I do not feel like eating. And so sometimes what I do is I just make myself a smoothie. And so having a good protein powder on hand is handy for moments like that too, so that I can make sure that I am getting adequate nutrition and protein and good stuff into my smoothie. Like, as much as I would love to just live on nothing but vegetables and fruit, I do, you know, recognize that we need protein, especially if you're like me and you're working on building muscle. And so that is, you know, really important. And so I really appreciate having this on hand now, even for that. So not just for my workouts, but for those days that I get overheated and I'm like icky and I need something, you know, cold, but that isn't going to upset my stomach. So this stuff is fantastic. It's just amazing. Like that's the main thing, is it just does not upset my stomach. I love it so much. So for anybody out there who has kind of the same issue, try these out. What I also really love about this, if you saw that it's not sweetened with sugar, and one thing that I have noticed again with other protein powders, including the really big name one that I used to use, and again, I'm not criticizing that one, but if you'd put too much, so I would only ever use like half a scoop in my smoothie because the taste could get so sharp that I was like, you know, like when you accidentally, like way back in the day, I used to think I was being healthy. Just again, don't judge me. I used to think that I was being healthy by putting like sweet and low into my tea instead of sugar. And if you ever accidentally put a little too much, it was like that artificial sweetener taste. And every now and then I would feel like I got that with the other protein powder. So I'd really back off on how much I would use, which kind of would defeat the purpose of having like, if you want the protein, you can't use the you know. So anyway, that's another thing that I have noticed about both of the flavors, the vanilla and the chocolate. I've never gotten that taste ever. They're just delicious. They smell like cake mix to me, and they're just really good. And I'm very enthusiastic, but I am not hyperbolic, and I don't say things I don't mean. I'm telling you guys, I really love these. I also really appreciate the company. They're super sweet. They liked the video I made last time. I'm like, who likes the videos I make? I don't even, anyway, so I was just like, you guys are super sweet. And so they sent me the chocolate to try, which I love. Ridiculous. Like, I love it. It tastes like a dessert. I joke, like, it makes your smoothie go from duty to dessert. Like, it's just so delicious. And they sent me one, and the really cool thing is that they want to send you one too. So we are doing a giveaway that is being sponsored by Earth Chimp, and I'm just so happy about that. Like, just beyond. I'm even more happy that one of you is now going to get to try one of these protein powders. And so basically, in order to enter the giveaway, and I will be putting all of these details down in the description box below as well, just in case you kind of miss it or you'd rather go read it. Although do make sure that you either write down my email address or you come back to watch later, because I'm not going to put my email address down in the description because it's just like asking for loads and loads of spam, in my opinion. So basically what you need to do is go follow the Earth Chimp Instagram page. And so this is the handle for the Earth Chimp Instagram page. And like, and also follow my channel, subscribe to my channel. Like this video, and then comment down below for why you should win or why you would really like to win. And as a bonus, if you share this video in your stories on Instagram, you will get an extra entry. And so the way that you do that is just to go to the top of this page and copy the URL, go to your Instagram stories, and in your stories, you should be able to paste the URL in there and have a link to this video show up in your Instagram stories. And then that will include a bonus entry. And don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you do that. This is my Instagram handle, which is like my personal Instagram page. So I really need to get on top of these things and get better about like my branding and stuff. So I'm still improving. But anyway, tag me, and then I will be able to see that you put it in your stories, and then I'll be able to count an extra entry for you. And so this video should be posting on Thursday, June 9th, and we will be choosing the giveaway on Saturday, June 11th, 2022. Go ahead, and if I choose you, I will just let you know in the comments down below. So make absolutely sure that you are turning on your notifications, or you're looking on June 11th, because if I notify you that I have chosen you and I don't hear from you within a day or so, I will move on to another person. So make sure that you're looking and seeing whether or not you won. If I tell you that you won, please email me at my email address on the screen right here, and email me your address, and then I will get that information to Earth Chimp. And also, I think which flavor you want, if you want the chocolate or if you want the vanilla, and there's also an unflavored one. Whichever flavor you want, plus your address, I will get that information to Earth Chimp, and they will send you your very own protein powder. Doesn't that sound awesome? I hope you win. All right, let's go see if I was gonna say, how dumb. I was gonna say, let's go see if the popsicles are frozen yet. It's been like 20 minutes. They haven't frozen yet, okay? But to you, it's, let's go see if the popsicles are frozen yet. As far as you're concerned, they are, because in the next shot, they will be. All right, we have a popsicle. It's all done. You want to try it?
Okay.
Is it good?
It's super yummy.
It is? It's tasty. Yeah, it really is. I actually had like all those extra frozen bits on the top when I was pushing them out of the mold. I ate those. It's really good. It turned out delicious. So yes, excellent, amazing, healthy treat with a little bit of extra protein in it, even, you know, with the powder. But that ended up also being the chocolate flavoring of the cherry chocolate popsicles. So if you give your own version of that recipe a try, please let me know down below in the comments. And then also do a comment talking about why you think you should win. And eventually, or not eventually, on Saturday, June 11th, we will be picking that winner. So anyway, as always, or thank you for watching. And as always, I hope the rest of your day is good and your life stays wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. They're seriously good. Seriously good popsicles, y'all. So I'm having some very un-vegan thoughts about this fly buzzing around my head right now. Keeps flying in front of my face while I'm trying to do my shots. Go away!